Happy New Year, guys! Welcome back to the channel. My name is Princess Kevin. So in this video we are talking 2024. Yeah, 2024. So 2024 was a good year. Let's just take a look at what happened in 2024, shall we? So I'm doing this thing where towards the beginning of the year I just talk about what happened the previous year, just so that I can know what happened that year when I watch my videos, because I watch my videos a lot, and just as a means of a video diary, and then I'm sharing this with you guys. So probably it could inspire you in one way or the other, and me, if I need any inspiration at any point in my life, I can always come back to my channel and see my growth so far, or where I also made mistakes. So that's just basically why I'm doing this. So let's get right into the video. So in 2024 January, what was I doing? Okay, 2024 started with me thinking about jobs. I was thinking about jobs because at that point in January 2024 I was just resigning. I just ended my resignation for a particular job that I was doing at that time. So I was working as a virtual assistant for a small business enterprise at the start of 2024. I was working with them throughout from, let's say, mid 2023 downwards to January 2024. So I was just telling my resignation because of a lot of things. That's just a conversation for another day. I felt that God led me to give up that job just for a lot of reasons. So as I tendered my resignation, I had to give them, was it some few weeks, I can't remember, it was like 2 or 3 weeks to get another person. During that period I'm still going to be working with them. So that was what was going on in January 2024. I just tendered my resignation and I was still working with them and doing another job. So like I said, this resignation that I sent in was for a virtual assistant job that I was working at. But then again, I was working by God's grace. I was working with a hospital at that moment as a nurse, and that one was, I think that was the first place I was actually working as a nurse. What I mean as a nurse, like I was not working as a student nurse. I was working like as a staff nurse. I was actually nurse, get. So yeah, I was working at that hospital, and it was just my first experience in real life situations and in life in general, not having someone that would cover me if I made any mistakes. So the responsibility was just a whole lot more real. That's the word I'll use, a whole lot more real. So I continued working with that organization. I'm talking about the hospital now for a couple more months. I did that January, February, right up to, let's say, June. Yes, right up to June. The next big thing that happened in my life was, oh yeah, I forgot. During January 2024, I was just running up my final year project in school while I was doing all these jobs. So I was just running up my final year project. So yeah, coming out from school to actually come into life, you get. So that was another important thing that happened. I finished my final year project in January. Actually, it was, if I'm not mistaken, 23rd January 2024. I finished everything that had to do with school. So if right, that first part of the year, nothing like or any significant happened. Then around would I say June or July or August, I think it's July, I think it's August 1st. Yes, I got inducted into the nursing profession. Yeah, that was a major part of my 2024. So yeah, the whole ceremony, the whole everything, it was just a lot. After, like, say 6 years plus in the university, I finally was done with everything concerning the university. Was finally done and graduated and got inducted into the nursing profession. And the whole ceremony, the fact that a lot happened that day. A lot actually happened that day. My friends that turned up for me were just, I was not expecting it, honestly. I honestly was not expecting it, because if I can remember right, on that 1st of August 2024, there was a lot happening in River State. In terms of the roads was blocked. I can't remember the reason. I can't remember the exact reason that caused the roads being blocked. But the roads were blocked and people were not able to get to the destination. There was every reason. There was every reason for people not to turn up or for my friends not to come. I was not even expecting them to come with all those. I mean, I will struggle to come. Like, okay, I'm joking, but you get my point. I'm just saying that there was a lot going on, that if anybody said they could not make it, I was not going to hold them in any way or feedback in any way. But the fact that people still came, I was like, what is it my induction that people are coming for like this? It's induction, it's not like, but it was a major thing. But I was like so happy and so grateful to them, and that's a lot. That was actually something that you guys already have a seat in my heart. Like, just take your seat and you guys are going to be there for a long while. Yeah. So that's what happened in August 2024. After my induction, what again happened? I forgot something that happened in the beginning of the year. I started a business. Like I said, this is not just only, it's just reality. I'm telling you guys what's happened. I'm basically oversharing with you guys. You don't need to have this information, but I'm telling you guys. I started a business and the business did not do well, and it basically closed up in the beginning of the year. When I say beginning of the year, I mean April-ish, March, April, around that period. So I started a business and it did not do well, and I just did not properly plan before starting the business. That's what I would say. I just did not properly plan before I started the business, and in terms of the time that I will need to put into the business, I just basically thought I was Superwoman or something, that I'll be able to do all of those things by myself. You get? So that was the major reason of the business not moving as I expected it to move, or at least moving to the period that it could just be afloat. I just was not putting in the time required because of other things. So now back to where we were. After the induction, I got internship, and internship into a federal hospital where I am actually state hospital where I'm working. And internship is kind of a big deal in any medical profession, nursing, medicine, whatever medical profession you're doing. So that period of 1 year is just something that is needed, and I've talked a lot about it. So I'm not talking about it here in this video. So I got internship, and it was something that I was honestly praying to God that period about. It was like my top my top 3 prayer points at that moment. I was just praying to God to get internship and just start at once. I don't want to linger. So, and God answered my prayers and I got it. I'm just trying to do this video so that I will always come back to the video and feel like, and see what's the goodness of God in my life, because we have the tendency of just brushing things off when our prayers have been answered. But then there are people that might be looking for it, and people that don't have the opportunity that you have, and just to put me in a state of constant gratitude. That's why that's the major reason I'm doing this video. So let's talk about content creation during 2024, like YouTube content creation. Oh my God, I was all over the place regarding my YouTube content creation. I basically was posting like one video a month, like one video monthly, some months, not every month, but one video a month, and it was not what I set out for to do within at the beginning of the year. So yeah, that's that. Things happen, life happens. Yes. Yeah, so I basically was posting one video every other month in the year of 2024, and some videos did well while some did not do well. That's just the reality of being a content creator. And yeah, there's no other thing I want to say regarding that. There's no other thing that is needed to say regarding that. Yeah, before I forget, another testimony happened in the year 2024. I got an apartment inside the place I'm staying in right now, and at that moment I was really praying to God about where to stay and asking God that I just want a place to stay that would be convenient for me. And God just basically gave it to me. Honestly, like literally just gave it to me, because it came on the platform of God. Like I did not have to stress myself looking for it. I did not have to go all over the place. I did not have to like ask people a lot. But at the moment I was just feeling like, how would this happen? How would this happen? Like how would I get a place that would just make my life easier in terms of what I had to do and stuff. So the way it happened, I don't want to go into the details, but the way it happened, it just God being good to me. Like I can't explain it any other way, because it just happened like this. It just happened like this, literally. Yeah, just should I talk about my finances? Let me talk about my finances. Okay, during the course of 2024, my finances was how will I say that's being that oversharing more than I have to. Okay, my finances was I'm this kind of person that I just like having money in my bank account. I want to see it. I just want to see it. Like I have to plan ahead. Like some people have the mentality of you don't have to hold on to money so much. I'm that kind of person. I just hold, like, not the word is not hold. Like I just hold on to the money. Like I want to plan and see that I'm having money to plan with. You get, but God is teaching me to just trust Him and stop carrying it too much in my heart and trying to plan every little aspect of my life. Because what happened with my finances and my financial management in 2024 is I could do better, honestly. Honestly, I could do better. Like I can still do better if I'm just being honest. In terms of financial management, I mean, I can do better. Yes, I can do better. No further comments regarding that. Yeah, so now the last thing I want to talk about is my spiritual life. This is the last thing I'm talking about, but definitely not the least. Oh, okay. My spiritual life in the year 2024 was, if I was asked to draw a graph regarding my spiritual life in 2024, this is how the graph will go. Okay, 2024 January, starting of the year, my spiritual life was going up. February, 60 went up. March came down. Then March, February, June, so just on straight line. Then it continued like that till around, what I say, October, and then it went up. Yeah, that is how my spiritual life was in 2024. And the reality of being a Christian is, honestly, being a Christian is difficult, but it's not all that difficult if you're working with the Holy Spirit, because it's by the grace of God that we do what we do. It's not by our strength. Actually, we make the decision to live by God's standard and God's standard alone. But then God's grace is what keeps us, is what makes us to to be persistent and resilient in our day-to-day activities and in our work with him, honestly. So I'm just hoping and I'm praying that my spiritual life will continue growing, and it will not go down in any way or go down too much, because at some months you can just feel like this month I've not done much for God. I've not been in constant fellowship with God as much as I want to. But then it's the ability of us picking ourselves back up and continue. That's because it's a lifelong journey. It's something that we are planning to do forever. It's not that we are doing it for a few months and then we stop, a few years and then we stop. We are going to do it throughout as long as we live here on earth, by God's grace. So yeah, my spiritual life was just like what I explained. It was not bad and it was not all that perfect, but I'm hoping that this year God be like, I'm hoping by God's grace, and I'm praying and moving towards it. So yeah, guys, that is basically what I just have to say in this video. Just trying to give you guys a little clue of what happened in my life, more than I already have, and trying to show myself that life is basically a process of growth. Why am I sound like a motivational speaker? God, I beg. I'm just like yes, we are growing and everything does not happen at once, and so I'm just putting this out there as a document video, so that I can come and watch anytime I want to, and anytime I just feel that I want to be reminded of God's goodness. And hopefully anybody out there, because if we are being sincere, it's not social media that people just fake their life and seem that give the illusion of their life being all that perfect. There are things we try to do and we fail at it, and there are things that we do and then we actually see the goodness of God in it. This could be for a couple of reasons. That I can't know the mind of God regarding every situation, but I just trust that as we move with God and as we walk with God, He makes our path clearer with each step. Get? Yeah, so I think I'm going to stop here, and yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, you know what to do, give it a like, subscribe, share to your friends, your family, anybody that you think might need a video, and I'll see you guys in my next video, hopefully. Alright.